Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today I have three teams for you for the Wyrmrun faction event. A high-level team, a mid-level team, and a low-level team. I think it's red and yellow restriction, so here's the high-level team. I got High King Irongut, Essence of Evil, Zul'Goth, and Harpy Mage. So we don't have a Leprechaun. That's when you're going to use Harpy Mage a lot of the time. One of the first things you think about when you're doing these faction events is like, which empowered exploder am I going to use? Is Leprechaun available? No. Well, is Harpy Mage available? Then you go from there. So, Zul'Goth, High King Irongut, still one of the best teams in the game for these factions. I think it's still one of the... Is it the fastest? Maybe Tesla's the fastest now. But we'll see that in a second. High King Irongut, just devour twice and then cast the Zul'Goth and use those skulls and that newfound attack that you got off devouring to crush them into dust. Essence of Evil, there just a curse and mana generate, and it's green, and nothing else on the team uses green. I think it's a good option. You could do many other things, though. You never have to do exactly what I'm doing. This is just an idea for you. Some sort of High King Irongut Zul'Goth team. And you can use whatever else you want. Can you use Bane of Mercy, maybe? Could you use Wand of Stars? Is there other weapons? Yeah, there probably is. But I went with High King Irongut, Essence of Evil, Zul'Goth, Harpy Mage. It was already loaded in. I know it's a really good team. It's one of the best high-level teams in the game. And you can use it for this, so might as well go for it. I'll also link the Pure Faction at the end of this video. So at the end, in the bottom left-hand corner, I will link my Pure Faction level 500 and Deathless for Wyrmrun for you as well. But yeah, if I was doing high-level stuff, if I wasn't doing Tesla, I'd probably do High King Irongut and Zul'Goth. Here's the team code for you. You could just use whatever class, 50% start class that you still need to level, like whatever, Geomancer, anything like that. All right, here's the mid-level team. So we do have red and yellow, which is a perfect situation to use Tesla. Once again, the weapon doesn't matter too much. You don't have to use Mountain Crusher. You can use Shield of Urskaya. You could use some of the human weapons that make red and blue would be good as well. Any kind of explodey weapon. The only thing you don't want to do is block the Tesla. So that's, I looked up human, and one of the books was using like red or something, and it wasn't ideal, so I went with Mountain Crusher. Low mana cost, it blows up the whole board. It doesn't matter that our troops don't use brown, because we're going to be exploding the whole freaking board, and we get 50% mana from all the gems on the board pretty much. So we're getting some red, some blue, enough, since we're 50% starting Tesla. We're getting enough to get her up if we do need to cast that Mountain Crusher. So yeah, use whatever you want for that first slot. Just don't use a blue or red weapon, and you should be fine. Tesla hits super hard, true damage to all. It's the world record right now for delves, for underworld, for factions. So double up on her. Holy Saint Astra is her 50% start. For you beginners out there, that just means that you start with 50% mana. It's literally exactly what I just is what it is. Not too much explaining there. It's going to be starting with 7 mana. It rounds down, so if it's 15, it'll be 7. It won't be 8. It doesn't round up, it rounds down. So she starts with 7 mana. Then you have an enchant potion that gets her up to 9, and then, pretty easy to get Tesla up at that point when it has 9 mana. So yeah, whatever you want for that weapon, just don't block Tesla. Cast Tesla once or twice, win. Later on, you might have to do the Shield of Urskaya to boost your armor, because that's what Tesla boosts off of, is armor. So any kind of creation of armor will help her hit harder. Use your guard medals to help her damage out as well. Alright, here's the low-level team. We're using the new guy, Hunt Master Arboreus. Really good looper, probably the best one in the game. Only been using him for less than a day now, so I can't say for sure. But I think he might be, he's up there for sure. If he's not the best, he's second best, and I think he's the best, because he's able to be shinied, which will lower its mana cost, give it an extra red gem spawn, and then lower its mana cost some more. So just the fact that it can be shinied probably was going to make it the best of these troops. But also the fact that its traits are good too. Like it has the hunt, it places the hunter's mark, and then it does extra damage when it does skulls, and you'll get incidental skulls. As you're putting all these reds on the board and looping and looping and looping, you're going to get incidental skulls. Your skulls are going to connect to each other. You're going to get skull hits out of nowhere all the time while you're looping. So the fact that that has that trait too, you're going to be doing all of that extra damage as well, just alongside of your looping. One thing I do want to say is never put anything ahead of your Huntmaster Arboreus. I've seen it a couple times. I'm not, going to say any names or anything. It's just a teaching tool, and I appreciate when people say stuff like that. It lets me know what people are thinking. I never know exactly what everyone is thinking, but you always want to put your looper in first slot. Especially, you never want to put anything ahead of it that uses red. So no baby dragons, no red weapons, nothing like that. Don't do that because you want to loop back into yourself. You want to get all that red mana into your looper, and it'll trickle down to the other stuff. If you want to use a red weapon or a baby dragon, like in the Journey event with the glitch, go check out that glitch video, by the way. It's a real thing. Almost 1,000 damage in the Journey event. Go check that out. It's on my page. But yeah, never put anything ahead of it. Just loop, loop, loop. All dragons, dragon guard. Just cast it over and over. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. Helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.